Alright, so we are back, and today we are doing Davante Adams. Probably one of the best receivers the last couple years lately. Has had himself some pretty damn good years. Granted, he's also been with Aaron Rodgers. This year, it's team struggling, but he is with his boy Derek Carr again, just like they were in college, as they are reunited again, but now we are back in college, back in 2012. So we're going to see how Davante Adams does here. So we're only going to be in college for about 2 years, because he only played 2 years. He played his freshman year and then played his sophomore year. So we only get 2 years. Hopefully Derek Carr stays with us and it doesn't go too bad. Maybe we'll get some winning years. This Fresno team is not super great, so there's a good chance we might not make it to any bowls or even have a winning season. I don't know, but let's hope we can do something with it. So let's head on to the end of the season, see what we do for the first year. Alright, so we actually did not have a bad year. We made it to the Las Vegas Bowl. I mean, I know that's not the Rose Bowl or anything like that, but at least we made it to a bowl game, and we had a 10-2 record and ranked 23rd. That's not bad. Let's check out our stats and see what we did for the season, see if we did good. So as a freshman, we didn't have ourselves a bad season. We had 41 receptions for a total of 544 yards, 13.3 average, 5 touchdowns. I mean, not bad stats at all, and no drop passes, so I'll take that. That's not bad. Did he do anything like rushing wise at all? I mean, 3 attempts for 60 yards and a rushing touchdown. I'm not going to complain about that at all. I'll take those stats. No awards or anything like that, so that kind of sucks, but I'm happy with what we got so far. Hopefully next year will be a little bit better, but let's see how we did in the bowl game here. Well, I accidentally went too fast and completely missed it. So I guess let's just check out the stat. Obviously, we beat Arizona State. Not a problem at all. There was really no problems at all beating them. But our boy did good. 6 receptions for 105 yards, 3 touchdowns. Yeah, probably player of the game. By far, probably player of the game here. So, yeah, first year not bad. Let's hope the second year goes just as well. Maybe let's add an award or two. I'd be cool with that. Okay, so definitely a better year this year. We have won the conference championship. I don't know why I was spacing out there for a second. Sorry about that. But yeah, we won the conference championship. And I'd say not a bad year this year. Going to the Rose Bowl this year, ranked 5th, 11-1. Yeah, I'd say we're doing pretty good. I'm also sure Nebraska wishes they actually were this good too, but you know, Nebraska, great these days now. Well, unfortunately, we end our college career off on a bad note. We ended up losing this game by 10 points. I can't believe we let Nebraska beat us. Team who can barely beat anybody nowadays. I mean, they are just god awful. But unfortunately, we are going to end our college career on an L right now, and hopefully the NFL will be treating us a little bit better. Hopefully teaming up with Aaron Rodgers, you know, one of the top quarterbacks of the league, maybe he'll help us. Maybe he'll help us become one of the best receivers. I don't know, I'm hoping for the best, but let's head on to the NFL. Forgot to show it because I just wasn't thinking of it, but ended up winning no real awards at all, which kind of sucked. But our second year was a lot better. We ended up having 67 receptions for 1,248 yards. We had 11 touchdowns. I mean, we were averaging 18 yards per reception. I mean, we were killing it this year. How did we do rushing-wise? Okay, we didn't really do anything rushing-wise, but that's okay. We're here for the receiving. But we definitely had ourselves a good year. We weren't really in any award contention, which kind of sucked. But what can you do about that? There's nothing we can really do. Just hope that he does better in the NFL and go from there. Alright, so we are here, and it doesn't really give, it's kind of difficult to show what his stats are right now because I did just a player version of this. I just picked a player instead of doing like an owner or a coach or anything. I figured it'd be easier. But here's our guy, 21 years old, second round pick out of Fresno State. As you can see, we are the third string receiver right now, so hopefully that will get up. Obviously we have an overall of 80, but our team isn't, I wouldn't say our team is stacked, but we definitely have a pretty decent team right now. I mean, you know, we've got Randall Cobb, who's in his prime at this point. We have Jordy Nelson, who's also in his prime, and then we got Aaron Rodgers on our team. So we're pretty good. We're pretty good with our team right now. Hopefully this team will be good enough to lead us to the playoffs and get us somewhere, because I'm kind of tired of these players going to teams that just absolutely suck and we don't do anything. And oh, thank God, yes, yeah, sim to the playoffs, because we want to get there and see what we do stat-wise here. So let's see how we do for our first year. Hopefully, maybe Rookie of the Year, maybe some good stats, Pro Bowl, anything. I wouldn't want anything after last sim we did. I would want anything better than what we had for the last sim. We didn't really get much for that last sim. I cannot talk clearly, so I'm just going to pause and then we're going to end it. Oh my God. We are going to head to the end of our first season. Jesus, that was a mouthful to get out. Alright, so we did make the playoffs. Finished 8-8, but hey, we're in the freaking playoffs. I don't care. Let's check out our stats and see how we ended up doing this year. Well, we came in second when it came to Offensive Rookie of the Year, so that's not bad. I will take that. You know, only right behind Mike Evans. That's not a terrible deal right there at all. So for our first year, yeah, I can see why we came in second for Rookie of the Year. I mean, we had 89 receptions, 948 yards, averaged 10.7. Two TDs is probably the worst. That's probably the worst stat that we have right there. But yeah, not upset with these stats at all. This was a great first year. Hopefully our playoff run can continue our positive year, and yeah, maybe we can make this a good year. Let's continue to keep making this a good year. Alright, so we're making ourselves a comeback here. This has been the most annoying game ever because I'm not playing. I have no control of Davante Adams, but this is how it has to be played in order to watch any content games, which kind of sucks because I have to pick the plays, which I'm not picking plays. I'm literally just clicking a button and just hoping that it's a good play. But yeah, this is kind of annoying, but this is the only way we can get any content. I can't do anything. I can't choose anything. I'm not playing Davante. But yeah, we've definitely made somewhat of a comeback here. It was very interesting to watch, but it kind of sucks that all of that work just gonna go to waste here because we're probably not gonna get this, because it seems like anytime our guy is on the field, he takes sacks. Like, I don't know what you're doing, why it's taking you 50 years to throw the ball, but yeah, so I'm not gonna do this for first rounds, wild cards, not even conference. If we don't make it to the Super Bowl, we're not doing this because this takes way too freaking long to get through. But yeah, we ended up losing this game, which kind of sucks. But I mean, for our first year, it's not terrible. Made it to the playoffs. Hopefully we can make it to the playoffs again, and hopefully we can make it to the damn Super Bowl. You know, that'd be great if we can get a Super Bowl win, get some awards, get some Pro Bowl here. Like, I want to see something here, but unfortunately our first year goes like this, sadly. Well, for the second year, we didn't have a bad year. Almost had 100 catches, almost had 1,000 yards, and managed to get 7 touchdowns. So I'm not bad. We're back in the playoffs again. Our the first team we're facing again is of course the 49ers, but we actually have a better record. We're 10-6 this year, so I'm hoping we can advance and go a little bit further. If not, you'll know because we'll be heading right back to the next year and seeing what our stats are for the third year. So, fingers crossed. Alright, well, we're getting better. Team, not so much. We went back down to 8-8 and missed the playoffs, but had ourselves a great year. We ended up having 101 receptions, over 1,000 yards, almost had 10 touchdowns. I'd say we definitely had our best year, 100%. Like, we have literally gotten better every single year. I mean, our team sucks, but at least we got better. We ended up finishing 8th, I think it was, 7th or 8th in the best receiver award, but yeah, team-wise, not so good. So, can only hope next year is a little bit better, and maybe, I don't know if we're going to make the Pro Bowl or not. I can let you know next season, because I can't find out until the Pro Bowl game itself, so I have no idea why it won't let me see ahead of time, but yeah, old Madden, fun, right? So it was a bad year for us overall, but managed to make our first Pro Bowl, so can't go wrong with that. Thank you, Marshall, for taking us. Granted, we were the last one picked. Okay, so I'm gonna put this at the beginning of the video also. I didn't realize, because I was recording this on Saturday and Sunday, also finishing it during the week, so I had no idea that Davante Adams was going to get charged with assault. Like, what the hell? He barely pushed the dude. Yes, he should not have touched the guy at all. Like, he should have just ignored it, not pushed him, and this would have been fine. But the fact that he barely, like, he pushed this dude, yeah, but this dude didn't fall into the ground, crack his head open or anything like that, saying that he's got serious issues and he might have a mild concussion. Like, come on, dude, you know exactly what you're doing, and that's just BS. So, this video was being made before the whole Davante thing. Like, I was not expecting Davante to blow up like he did in the wrong way. So, we're gonna continue it, but yeah, yeah. So, this year, I didn't look at the stats. I thought I did, but I had to go back and look and see if I did already, but I didn't. So, this year he had 117 receptions, 1,323 yards, averaged about 82 yards a game, 9 touchdowns. He did make the Pro Bowl again, didn't get best wide receiver. We did make the playoffs, and we got to the divisional round and ended up getting beat by the 16-0 New Orleans Saints. Like, it kind of sucks. So, if we don't make the playoffs next year, I'm just going to sim to basically when we either make the Super Bowl or when he retires. I'll keep an idea of what he's doing, but I'm not going to continue to keep looking. After 10 years, it's a matter of if he gets the Super Bowl or we're just going to go to the end of his career. Like, we'll still look at his stats and stuff, but yeah, we're going to make sure that we're not here for 500 hours, you know? So, let's head hopefully to a Super Bowl or to the end of his career. Okay, so I've already gone through this once, and apparently when you're a player on here, you don't get to see your stats. Like, you don't get to see nothing at all. Like, you have no idea where he is, and if he's a free agent, you're basically screwed. You're not going to see jack squat. Like, it's annoying. So I'm going to show you his last couple stats here of the last 14 years, just in case I can't do it. You know, in case I can't show you guys, because they're not letting me show you any, like, I couldn't find any way to get to his free agent stats. Couldn't even see him as a free agent. So it was very, very annoying. So I'm hoping that, because even when he retires, it just, that ends. That's it. I don't even get the chance to see his stats, like his final stats. Like, there's no way. So, as much of a pain in the butt this is, like, this is the only way I could really do it. I mean, obviously, I'll go back and do it again if, you know, anything happens. But, like, if he does officially, like, I'll let you know. But I'm just gonna keep looking at it every year. But yeah, since his 10th year, he's made the Pro Bowl every single year, basically. This is the only year he didn't make it. I mean, he's basically been the best player we have ever had. Like, by far, this is the best player we have ever had. Because he has made, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Pro Bowls in 14 years. Like, by far, 100% the best player we have ever had. So if this is the last time we get to see any of his stats, he only won one best wide receiver award. Like, he's kind of gotten screwed a little bit. Like, I feel like he's been the best player by far every single year. So it just kind of sucks that he's only got one best wide receiver. But I guess he did lead the league in receptions one year. I don't know if that was the same year at all. I wasn't looking at those. But yeah, so far he's been by far the best player we have ever had. Yeah, like I said, if this is the last time we get a chance to see his stats, I will give you his career total so we at least have an idea of what he did. Basically just because it's been a pain in the butt to try and figure this out. But I will keep a track on this. I will definitely look at his career stats, make sure I get everything so we aren't screwed or anything. But yeah, it's been a pain in the butt so much to try and figure this out. So I had to go back. Luckily, I only did like a year of simming, so I'm good. So hopefully I can figure it out, but if not, this is the last stats, and I will just show his career stats after all this. So yeah. Alright, so he has played into his 15th year. He actually had his best year in a while, as you can tell. 117 receptions, 14 touchdowns. He hasn't had many double-digit touchdowns, but I mean, he sure has added a lot here in the last 4 years. So, still playing. 15 years. I know it says experience of 14, but this is his 15th year. If you count them all up, this is his 15th year. But yeah, he's still going. I don't know when he's going to stop, but I might as well keep showing you his stats just in case, you know, he decides to magically retire or just disappear. Alright, so we're finally getting some content because we are in the Super Bowl. It took till his 15th freaking year to get to the Super Bowl. How does it take 15 years to get there? Granted, I mean, I know some players just never get there, but I'm glad that we eventually got there. It just took 15 years to get there, but we're playing the Steelers, and I believe, what was the year? What was it, like Super Bowl? Oh god, I can't remember the year. What was it? 2011 was the year that the Steelers and the Packers both played in there when Aaron Rodgers won his first one. So I'm just hoping we can do that and have a repeat of that and end up beating this team, because I would love to add a Super Bowl to it. If we add a Super Bowl to Davante Adams' record of what he's already doing, I can guarantee no one's topping his career. With the amount of Pro Bowls that he's had, with the amount of just him being a great player, he wins a Super Bowl. He's the best player. So let's head to the end of the game. Let's hope to God we win it. Alright, so here we go. We are down 7-0. Not looking good for us. It's been a very slow, boring game to watch. I really hate that I can't sim past this crap. I have to be involved in a lot of the freaking plays, which I don't like. Like, I'd rather them control it and have them do it, but it's whatever, because it seems like the QBs on here just suck. Like, they're on all Madden. Like, why are the QBs so dumb? Like, why are you going to your running back? And then the play calling is terrible. I mean, there was a point where it was like 3rd and 10 and they wanted to run the ball. Why are we running the ball on 3rd and 10? Throw the ball. Run. Yeah, run for the first down. I don't even care at this point. Like, do something other than what you're doing. because whatever we're doing is clearly not working. And then they hold on to the ball way too long. Like, I know when, like, the first year we were watching when we made the playoffs with, wow, I wanted to call him A-Rod, that's why. When we made it with Aaron Rodgers, like, he would just sit there and hold it and then get sacked. And it's like, why are you holding on to it? Like, throw the damn ball. There should be no reason why you're hanging on to the ball as long as you are. Like, if there's nobody there, run. Like, run. Run at that point, because you're costing us. We're down only by a touchdown. So just simply, we're going to run it, aren't we? Watch. We're going to run it on 3rd and fucking 8. Ooh, I thought we really were. Nope, but we're going to hold on to the ball forever instead of actually throwing it. So I hope this was fun, because now we're not going to win. I already know we're not going to win because this dumbass is going to hang on to the ball. Yeah, just fucking awesome. That's cool. Yeah, well, let's head to the end because it's just done because our freaking quarterback is an idiot. So, yeah, I'm so happy that we lost because our quarterback is a moron.
Alright, so let's take a look at his stats here. So, receptions, he came in first with 1,669 receptions. Receiving yards, he had 19,358, which got him second place. And then touchdowns, he had 121, which ranks him 6th. So, overall, I think he's probably the best wide receiver ever. I mean, other than Jerry Rice, because obviously Jerry Rice is the GOAT. No one's beating that. But, yeah, overall, I think Davante Adams probably had the best career we'll probably see from any player. It probably would have been better if he won a Super Bowl. If he would have just left the Packers, he probably would have been better off maybe going to the Saints or something. But yeah, overall, I'd say he's probably the best player we've ever had, and I don't think anyone's going to top that. I think he's by far going to be the best player we have, and he is a for sure, no questions asked. Like, he is a definitive Hall of Famer in my eyes anyway. So, also gonna spin a wheel and see who the next player is, so that's gonna be right after all this. So let's go and see who the next player that we're gonna be doing. Alright, so let's spin and see who the next player we are going to be doing. It is Roquan Smith of the Bears, the linebacker. Alright, our second defensive player. Will he be better than Dwayne Johnson? I'm hoping.